We just have to stay resilient.
Well, yeah, but everyone is dying of starvation.
Yeah, let's give it up, guy.
Don't call me your guy. I am not your guy, friend.
I'm not your friend, buddy.
I'm not your buddy, guy.
Hey gang, what's up? Aaron right here, Canadian Looney. This is pandering at its finest. This is an American senator trying to pander to liberal Canadians, it would seem. Schiff, man, this is a mess. I don't think many Canadians are going to be fooled by this one. Let's take a look. It's so creepy.
Squiggle and squirm as you might, it is really hard to put lipstick
Hey,
on
that's
a
something
baby.
everyone
So tonight I want to
can
talk
enjoy.
to Canada about Canada. I would say my feelings toward our neighbor to the north were best summarized by President John F. Kennedy on his first trip out of the United States as president.
Geography has made us neighbors. History has made us friends. Economics has made us partners. And necessity has made us allies. Those whom nature has so joined together, let no man put asunder.
Let no man tear asunder. Sadly, today, one man has torn that relationship asunder, and that's what I want to talk about today. Because I remember vividly in October of 2016, I remember like it was yesterday, when Americans were first starting to question who we were and where we were headed. I remember that Canadians put together a beautiful video, a video of Canadians describing the great things that America had done, the things that we had invented, the contributions we were making to the world. I remember watching that video and how it made me feel about being an American. And I'd like you to take a look at what you had to say, Canada.
But as you're thinking about your future, we just want you to know that
you guys are great.
you really are great. You invented the internet.
You guys are going to get humanity to Mars.
Your national park systems protect some of the most beautiful places on Earth.
All your diversity and all your openness.
The fact that you're such a giving nation, over $250 billion a year is donated to charities.
So wonderful and warm and accommodating.
When things are tough, you fight to make them better. The disability rights movement in America is amazing.
You are infectious, entertaining.
Your gift to the world of jazz music.
Bluegrass music, R&B.
Biggie and pop. And
Political and social activism.
forging new paths.
You dream big.
Your quest to be the best creates the best.
A land of opportunity where anyone can be anything they want to be.
The vibrancy and diversity and the idea that we can all live together.
You know, America, I think you're already great.
You're great, America.
We all love you, and we think you've always been great.
Thanks, America. I think you're great.
Stay great, America.
When I think of that video now, I have to say it breaks my heart because I know there is such anger and animosity directed at the United States from Canada, which I can more than understand. But as you were so kind to remind us Americans of the better angels of our nature, I want to take this opportunity to say a few thank yous to you, Canada, to remind Americans what we have to be so grateful for with our Canadian friends and neighbors. Let me start with the most significant, and that is that Canada, you have stood by our side in practically every war that we have been in. You have fought next to us, you have died next to us, whether it was Canadian soldiers and American soldiers in World War I, or Canadians and Americans in World War II, or Canadians who came to our aid after 9/11 and served side by side with us in Afghanistan and died by our side. Canada, you have been there for us in the most meaningful way possible, that you have put the lives of your sons and daughters on the line for your friends and neighbors out of a shared friendship and out of our shared values. And of that, I am the most grateful. And I wish our president had some recollection of that. But there is so much else for us to be grateful about our Canadian friends and neighbors, and not just as Americans, but as people of the world. My father was dependent on insulin for most of his adult life. I thank you, Canada, for insulin. And America, if you have anybody you know on insulin, you can thank Canada too. If you're concerned about the Ebola virus spreading, you can thank Canada for an Ebola vaccine. If you have a family member with a pacemaker, thank you, Canada, for pacemakers. If you like PB&J, thank you, Canada, well, at least for the peanut butter. If you thrill to going to an IMAX movie, thank you, Canada, for that amazing technology. If you have been inspired by Captain Kirk to want to boldly go
where no man has gone before,
you can thank Canada. If you're a hockey fan, you can thank Canada for the greatest that ever was. If you have thrilled to the idiocy of this guy,
Cannot triple stamp it, no erases, touch blue, make it true.
You can't triple stamp a double stamp. You can't triple stamp a double stamp, Lloyd. You can't triple stamp a double stamp.
you can thank Canada. If you like basketball, if you're grateful for the invention of basketball, you can thank Canada. Thank you, Canada, for basketball. If you love music, there is so much to be grateful to Canada for. Can I get a hallelujah on that? Hallelujah. So I want to thank you, Canada, for all you've contributed in the fields of art and science and music and film, to all the Nobel Prizes that you've won, for all the inventions that you have produced. I want to thank you for the sacrifices you've made on the battlefield. I want to thank you, and most particular and most recent, I want to thank you for something else. When fires ravaged my hometown of Los Angeles, when they were still burning in Altadena and they were burning in the Palisades, I went to one of the incident command centers, and I had the privilege of serving food to the firefighters who were battling those blazes. And I can't tell you how many of those firefighters were Canadians. And I want to thank you, Canada, for sending those firefighters, many of them from Alberta, to help us battle those blazes. Sadly, I remember one of them asking me, coming back after he had his meal and asking me, do we have to worry about Canada becoming the 51st state? And I said, no, you don't have to worry about that crazy idea, that demeaning idea. But I want to tell you just how grateful I am that your brave firefighters were willing to come down and battle those blazes, and I know I speak for everyone in Southern California, if not all of California, when I say that. Now, I know that your Prime Minister has recently said that the relationship between the United States and Canada is over. And it pained me to hear those words, even as I understood the anger behind them. But I hope and have confidence that our relationship is not over, even though it will take time to mend. And I say that because one thing I know about my Canadian friends, and that is through thick and thin, you are the best of neighbors. Hey everybody, so I started to make these nightly videos because I kept hearing from people with everything going on, it'd be nice to have some explanation at the end of the day that helps make sense of it all. So that's what I've tried to do, but I would love your feedback, and if you'd like to continue the conversation, please join along, but let me know. Are there subjects you want me to cover? Are there movie clips you want me to include? As you can tell, I'm a movie fan, but I hope we'll get to continue the conversation and welcome your feedback.
東京からクイズキングスでございます。ホストは中台敏郎さん。
皆さんこんばんは。外はすごい暑だな。小虎さん、ほとんど来たるだらさはうつくろ。
Line up! Welcome to the first meeting of Complete Self-Defense for Women. I'm Bob Jackson. I have a black belt in karate, and I've studied martial arts for over 20 years. I'm also a former world champion. Now, this course may cost more than others, but I guarantee you'll never be afraid of violence again. Now let me ask, what are you ladies most concerned about? Yes, you!
Okay, say you find out something about your husband, like he got another wife and some kids. Well, what I want to know is, how do you kill a man in his sleep?
Let me think about that one. Why don't we start, though, with defense against the knife attack. Who would like to attack me?
Oh, me. I got one in my purse.
Why don't you try?
This is a real knife.
Don't worry about it, grasshopper.
I don't know. I really don't think I should.
It's okay. Come on. I'm fine. I shifted my internal organs to avoid the knife. However, like a lot of beginning students, you attacked me wrong.
Oh.
You're supposed to come at me like this. Remember that and try it again.
Okay. Sort of a downward thing. All righty. Sorry. You seem to be losing a lot of blood. Can I get you anything?
Oh, man! You see, you're still bending your elbows. You've got to keep your arm completely straight.
Oh.
That's the whole key.
Oh, God. All right.
Try it one more time.
Straight. Okay. I got it. All right.
That's it?
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show her how easy it can be.
Yeah.
After 20 years.
This class is a ripoff. I want my money back. Right? Me too. And I looked it up, and in 1976, Chuck Norris was the world champion. Oh, what?
I never said I was the only world champion. There were lots of them. I sparred with Elvis.
Wow. Okay. Say you wake up from a deep sleep, and your wife is doing this. Ow! What would you do then? And Ike Turner does this. Elvis does this.
That might have hurt if I hadn't shifted Mr. Happy.
So recycling is our way of giving Mother Earth a great big hug. Yes, well, it does sound like fun. I can't wait to start pawing through my garbage like some starving raccoon. Release the hounds. Well, neighbor, I see you've got your running shoes on. That's a good thing.
Let me ask you, Mr. Prime Minister, will there always be a Canada?
There will always be a Canada.
All right, elbows up.
Elbows up.
Looking at his feet, not watching Dale Hunter coming in, and Dale Hunter gets his elbow up and catches him right in his face. Looking short side.
In Canadian federal politics, the Canucks are represented by two separate yet unequal groups. The globalists who sold out and the opposition trying to salvage a country. These are their stories.